Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffee stream number 142. And here we are back with some more news and fun and rage and fun and news. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves and had a good weekend. We have lots and lots of news today. I was actually getting everything sorted out so that I could screen share without showing you all my Twitter DMs. But that was taking me a long time, so I figured I would start and start and get my news all sorted out while I talked to everybody. Blueberry muffins, Chadwick, that sounds really good. All You Need is here. Richo is here. Costin is here. Rolling Bear is here. Let's see. I am good, Richo. I'm very good today. Chadwick. Oh, Rage. I have some of that today. Yeah, what happened to your stream, buddy? Hey, Scotsman. I saw that your stream had been posted, but then it didn't. Nothing came of it. So, did you have tech issues this morning, Chadwick? Snow day. Oh fuck. Snow day in April. Gotta love it. Pumpkin Trucker says, I've come to a realization that in the winter, you, Pincalo, and Blind Girl are the only ones in Canada. They're all bothering me. They're all down here. That's funny. That's really funny. Oh, man. Okay. So, I am almost ready to share my screen for news. I'm just getting a couple more stories together out of my DMs. I've got a whole shitload of tabs open here. And then when that's done, I will share my screen and we'll be able to do some news without me revealing my direct messages. Isn't that an awesome development? I'm actually sort of kind of getting good at this stuff. Hey there, Data Wasteland, how are you? Tabs open, well, drink them. Hey, Duck Dog. Okay, let's see. This. Oh, yeah. There's the next story. Oh, you guys are gonna love today's stories. No, I don't want your notifications. You can fuck off, website. So I have lots of news for you guys today, including a titular article about measles parties. This is going to be great. Um, at least I'm not going to save 5 seconds of a stream. Poor Pincalo. Okays, and you? I'm good. I've got my coffee. I've got my news. I've got my. Did Pincalo enjoy the doghouse last night? Actually, he ended up passing out on the couch by complete accident because um our our son fell asleep on the couch and he moved him into his room, and then he freaking ended up falling asleep on the couch anyways. uh, he even came and plugged his phone in the bedroom too, and then he went and passed out on the couch. Oh, got that one. There's our titular article. All right. Let's go back and do share screen because I've got quite a lot of stories here. If we run out of them, then we shall go back and get more. But for now, we have tons and tons and tons and tons of news. Okay. So let's do this screen sharing business. All right. Come along, Chrome. Please participate in the stream with us. I would like you to, Chrome. I would like Chrome to Chrome itself, please. Present your. There we go. Fuck myself, that's annoying. Sorry about that, guys. I apparently jinxed myself for being technically able to deal with this. Present yourself. There we go. Okay. Now, let's go to screen share, shall we? Welcome to the Blind Press YouTube channel, where technical difficulties are a part of the fun and games here. Okay. Screen share. Share. Okay. Now, let's go we're not going to go to our measles party right away because I want to save that for a bit. Let's do this one here. This influencer's Instagram got deleted and now she's crying about having to find a real job. Let's read. This is from April 10th, so it's a bit old, but at least it's from this year. Love you, Pink Hollow. Okay. Let's go. This dumb bitch. At least your internet doesn't die in the middle of your stream like mine does. That's true, Scotsman. That's true. All right, let's read about this whiny person.
If you thought you were having a rough week, think again. This influencer's Instagram got deleted and now she's crying about having to get a real job image.
So there's the picture of this influencer.
Jessie Taylor, an Instagram influencer you probably haven't heard of if you're an intelligent person over 20, is getting brutally trolled for a video she uploaded to YouTube when her Instagram was mysteriously deleted. Now, anyone would be upset if their Instagram was suddenly deleted, considering she had over 100k followers and the majority of her income was probably from sponsored content and brand partnerships. It makes sense that she's upset. This you are currently on link video, however, is truly outrageous. You are current.
So okay.
/igif e equals link image /virahambas.pf link image link mute link fake philosophy screen name east link funniest video of the week. Don't feel bad either. Jessie Taylor is a racist prostitute. Literally now.
A racist prostitute? Okay, I love these tweets sometimes. Oh, hi, Brian Mullins. Oh, P-Dog Knight. Yes, great stream. Very good. Great stream, man. So yeah, let's
enjoy quotes for days.
Enjoy quotes for days.
Link.
Okay, let's skip past the tweets.
Link image /igif third party frame 6 end of third party ad content group. Girl, we know you're sad and end of third part. Girl, we know you're sad and need help, but maybe get a tissue before you openly weep to the internet for almost 4 long minutes. Also, maybe I'm being harsh, but I don't think the best way to garner sympathy from your fans is by saying you have no job qualifications, bring nothing to the table, and are worthless. Taylor admits she was a loser before she got 100k followers, so what exactly were these people following her for? Thirst traps and tears? What was she supposed to be influencing? If we didn't learn anything about the phony nightmare that is social media fame from the Fairfest documentaries, this video should be our second wake-up call.
Okay, does this person who's writing the article hate social media or something? A racist prostitute? She charges black guys more, says Peter Almond. Oh, that was good. That was very good. Oh my. Oh my. That was just hilarious, Peter. So this person who's writing this article really sounds like they don't like social media or the I guess what you would call the social media, etiquette and followers. And, I do understand that it's annoying to watch people cry about. She hates our side of social media. This is a hit piece against the people that criticize this dumb bitch. Yeah, that's what it's reading like. This is that's exactly what this sounds like, Pink Hollow. This sounds like, she's looking at social media, or as you said, our side of social media, and going, oh, look at these racist Nazi bastards.
Advertising. Third-party ad content group. Frame 7. End of third-party link. D. Screen link. View.
Oh, more tweets. More tweets. Let's see, because you guys can see these. So let's see. Instagram, these are all tweets. I love how tweets are now proof of what a journalist are saying. Yeah, that's the end of, I think this is the end of the article. It's just a bunch of tweets. Jesse Taylor has meltdown on camera after thousands of Instagram users report her. These are all tweets. I love how news articles now become just a bit of a story with lots of tweets. Whoa, lots of new tabs. Okay, next story. Well, first, let's see what chat has to say. What did Richo ask? Are we the far right side according to Herpincolo? Yes, we are. We have a side, says Richo. Yep. According to them, we do. Makes sense. Black guys are bigger. The more you gotta take, the more you gotta charge, says Zombie Teddy. Tweets shouldn't be news. No, they shouldn't. And there were a lot of tweets in that article. You guys saw how many tweets I had to scroll through. Okay. Bernie Sanders accuses liberal think tank of creating smears against progressive candidates. Look, the left is eating itself, everyone. Isn't this amazing? This is just amazing to watch. So, this is by Chris Walker. This was posted yesterday. So, let's read about what Bernie Sanders has to kvetch about. Come on. Why are you not letting me read this? Or is this a video? This is a video, isn't it? Oh, wow. My computer's fan is actually going on? Shit. That's new. My MacBook's fan actually just came on. Okay, it's not letting me read this story. No thanks. Go away notification. Is that why I couldn't read this stupid story? Because it wanted me to... That's exactly why. Oh, you fucker. Stupid fucking... Okay, now I can read this story. I thought they were all vegans on the left. You imagine my shock, says Chadwick. Yeah, I know, right? I wonder what's left of them. That's funny, Brian. Let's see here. Oh, damn, Zombie Teddy. He says, from what I've heard, Peter, I only need to charge you a nickel. Oh, fuck. Okay, so here we go.
Sanders wrote a letter to the organization, whose news site Think Progress recently published critical posts of the candidate, and explained his frustrations, according to reporting from the link, New York Times. Link, New York Times, period. Last week, you published an article on Think Progress criticizing me for my appearance and for the income I earned from writing a book, Sanders wrote. Then, a day later, you published a video that dishonestly attacked me for hypocrisy in my effort to address income inequality in America, a video that was excitedly discussed on many conservative websites.
Oh, Muffin! Seriously, what a whiny little bitch. You wrote an actual news article that was news and made me look bad, and the conservatives used it against me. How dare you? This is, ugh.
To the ADFRTK underscore X5 LCA, third party. Save frame end of third. End of link. View image on Twitter. Link image.
Oh,
link.
look, more tweets.
Link. View on Twitter. Think Progress reports today that Bernie Sanders' frumpy clothing is a problematic example of white privilege. You are.
Wow. Wow. Is it come to this now, left? You're gonna bitch at each other's clothes and say that they symbolize white privilege? Frumpy clothes. Doesn't frumpy mean like old, worn out? Like frumpy. That doesn't. The word frumpy does not equate to white privilege to me. Frumpy equates to me like, dowdy, ugly. You know what I mean? Like, how does that, are you saying that he doesn't have to dress nicely because he's a white man? Is that what you're saying by white privilege and frumpy clothes? I know I'm analyzing the shit out of this too much, but seriously. Pumpkin Trucker had a road rage incident, and I wanted to read it. I'm sad. Is that even English? Oh, I don't think the left candidates have started getting nasty yet. Wait till it gets down to the last 6 of them. Yeah.
Link. Like 830. Link. To the ADFRTK of third party safe frame end of. To the AD. His criticism didn't stop with how Think Progress treated his own campaign in its reporting. Sanders also took issue. Link. In his letter. With reporting the site had done on Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren's claims of Native American ancestry, as well as the site striking a critical tone toward New Jersey Senator Cory Booker for moving in a progressive direction and joining with me on a prescription drug importation bill, Sanders wrote.
Well, this should be a sign to you that even you guys are moving too far left for the left. Why are we talking about cock rings and collars? Especially when we're talking about Bernie Sanders. Why does Bernie Sanders conjure up images of cock rings and collars for you two? That is très gay. Just kidding, guys. Um, let's see. Because you have very deranged subs, Blind Press. I do, but I love all of you. I love all of you. I love my deranged subs, God damn it.
Both Warren and Booker are also candidates running for president in the Democratic primary.
Okay. Think Progress had a right to discuss Warren's claims of Native American status, considering that she only has what, 1,024th of Native blood? Like, I probably have more Native blood in me than she does. I started it, Blind Press. Sorry, says Zombie Teddy. It's all good. It's all good. It was funny. What happens when you give a politician Viagra? They get taller.
Sanders added in his letter his hopes that Think Progress and its parent organization, the Center for American Progress, would change their ways.
Yes, start thinking properly. Think Progress. Stop with the wrong think. It's very, very disconcerting to Bernie Sanders. You and your wrong think are very disturbing to the old man.
The Democratic primary must be a campaign of ideas, not of bad faith smears, Sanders said. Please help play a constructive role in the effort to defeat Donald Trump.
Yes, because that is how you guys should be looking at this. You guys should totally be looking at the next election as defeat Donald Trump. Not, if you consider what he's done to have broken the nation, not, repair what he's done, not, repair our image and make good political decisions for the good of our country. No, let's just fuck Trump. That's our election campaign. Fuck Trump. It's gonna get you far.
To the ADF RTK _group. End of art. The Center for American Progress was founded by John Podesta, a close ally of Hillary Clinton's, who was rumored to be on the top of her list of choices to possibly become her chief of staff had she won the 2016 election. Clinton and Sanders were involved in a fierce primary competition that year, with Clinton going on to win the nomination but lose the general election to Republican nominee Donald Trump.
With Sanders getting ass fucked by the Democrats, you mean? With Clinton going on to win the nomination and Sanders getting ass fucked. Bang pew pew. Hi, Reason Vision. Pay no attention to the giant nose behind the curtain in the front piece suit. Hi, I'm at the house I'm moving into soon, which actually has internet. Oh, hello, mysterious unknown box. Nice, trucker. Fuck Trump, because that worked so well in 2016. Yeah, I know, right? That was a brilliant campaign strategy, trucker. What are you talking about? That was like the best campaign ever. Lawyers are the worst. Lawyers are the fucking worst for sending shit. God damn it. Did you have another boomerang run to do there, Pink Hollow? Oh yeah, Pumpkin Trucker. Have you ever heard of a boomerang in reference to a rush and return? Because when Pincolo was picking up this morning, he had a thing, like his delivery thing said boomerang, and he asked the person, he's like, what does this mean? And they're like, oh, it needs to, go to the place and come back. And he goes, you mean a rush and a return? And like he goes, this, you should just put rush and return on the thing. And they were mad. They were like, okay. I was on the phone with them. I heard the bitch's voice. She was, okay. And we're just like, we're like, what the fuck is a boomerang run? What the hell? Like, not even an Australian courier would say that, I think. Pumpkin trucker with the question marks. Boomerang or boomerang sounds like an old airbender. Slang, but that's what I do anyways. But it was a lawyer that did that. It wasn't even another courier company. That was a lawyer that just had like boomerang written on the thing. It was just random. Like a lawyer had, this is a boomerang run. It's like, what is a boomerang run? You can just say rush and return. Okay. Okay, back to Bernie Sanders.
On its website, Think Progress purports to be independent of its parent organization. Founded in 2005, Think Progress is an editorially independent project of the Center for American Progress Action Fund. The link. Website's about page states. Period. That sentiment was echoed by Jody Enga, the editor for Think Progress, who said the website's work is not reviewed but for publication by the Center for American Progress.
Nor should it be if it's editorially independent. If it's an editorially independent thing, then it has no business to be by being reviewed by the Center for American Progress. He was trying to make himself seem knowledgeable with slang. Oh, well, it didn't work. Let's see.
CAC had nothing to do with the article or video about Senator Sanders or articles related to any other political leader, Enda said, adding that the site will not take sides in the Democratic primaries.
Finally, a news site that frickin' says it's not going to take sides on the Democratic primaries. I don't know if I believe them entirely, but it's a nice sentiment.
She offered a warning of her own, seemingly in response to Sanders' concerns. Political leaders should not be able to muzzle or stop coverage that they consider critical, Enda said.
She's not wrong.
Follow us on.
She's not wrong at all. All right. Next story. Ready to learn about a Democrat with a plan for debt-free college with a really bad name? Pete Buttigieg or Buttigieg? Pete Buttigieg. Let's see how. Let me find how to spell this guy's name so I can see how to pronounce it right. Come on. Uh, but a wow, Pete Buttigieg? Pete Buttigieg? Is that a German name? It looks like it. Wow. What a unfortunate name to have. Foreigner in the media playing head games. Yep. But AOC had a good idea to pay for everything, just build more banks. Pete Foreign. Yes, Pete Foreign. Butterplug? Yes. Let's call him that. Pete Butterplug. Pete Butterplug. All right, here we go. Here's a picture of him. That's what he looks like. He's the mayor of South Bend, Indiana, and he's running. I think he's running for president. Let's see.
South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg, who has gained link more social media engagement on a per article basis than any of his potential 2020 rivals, has endorsed debt-free college over tuition-free college. You are
okay. Aren't they the same thing? Because if you don't have to pay tuition, then you don't have debt after college. Isn't that like, how can you have debt-free college be different than tuition-free college? If you don't pay tuition, you don't go into debt. So, or are they trying to say that he trying to say he has a way to make it so that kids don't have to pay tuition and the universities won't go into debt? I don't. Yes, it is the mayor from South Bend, Indiana. Zombie Teddy. Let's see.
read more, toggle show less. Heading level 2. Heed.
What do you mean read more? Of course I want to read more.
Link. Pete Buttigieg. Read more, toggled link. Share on Facebook. Link. End
Oh,
of.
here's a
Copy permalink to your clipboard button. End of. Mueller report expected to be released. Link.
What the fuck? Where's the story? Why did the story go away? There we go. There's the story. There's the rest of the story. I hate the way these websites are laid out sometimes. So Butterplug is from South Bendover? Yes, he is. Pumpkin trucker. So it's a new version of the Green Plan, but still dumb. Yes. Hey, Dual Wield, you're confused? So am I. Very badly designed website. Yes.
Americans who have a college degree earn more than Americans who don't. As a progressive, I have a hard time getting my head around the idea of a majority who earn less because they didn't go to college subsidizing a minority who earn more because they did.
Okay, but in a lot of recent studies, it shows that people who graduate from university and college have a lot harder time finding jobs. Especially jobs that help pay back their loans. versus people who go to trade school, say, or get apprenticeships or just go straight from high school to work, they tend to own houses faster. They tend to um like this is wrong. That statement right off the bat is categorically wrong.
Buttigieg told students at Northeastern University. What to watch? Mayor Pete's opposition to free college may put a damper on his rising popularity among the millennials. Look for Buttigieg to release a concrete proposal as the 2020 primary heats up. This article will be updated as Buttigieg releases more details. You are currently up. Go deeper. List 2 items. Bullet 1 of 2. Link. Get free college where the 2020.
Okay, so this is just so this was a nothing article. Well, that was really annoying. That was really fucking annoying. What a nothing story. Okay. Island Omar. I have experienced more death threats on my or direct threats on my life since Trump tweeted 9/11 video. Yes, because you said that 9/11 was just some people who did some things. Your reader sounds like butt a cheek. Yeah, I know. Let's see here. Okay. Let's read about Omar bitching. All right. Where is everything? Oh my god. Look at this. Okay, look at this, guys. All of this is links. Rep Island Omar. Look at this. Okay, let's hear how voiceover reads this crap. Ready?
Link. Rep. Link. Island Omar. Link. D. Link. Men. Link. Said Sunday night she's received an influx of death threats since. Link. President. Link. Trump. Tweeted a video that combined comments from the Congresswoman, which critics said were dismissive of the. Link. September 11th. Attacks, with footage from. Link. Ground Zero.
Look at all those links. People. News people. Just write a fucking article and put the links at the bottom. Like, oh my god. Intelligence is like underwear. It's important that you have it, but not necessary that you show it off. I like that. So any idea? No, what the note, any idea with no details? Well, it really is a new green plan. I don't know what he plans to do to make it a quote debt-free college. I don't know how that's going to work. I bet journalism will be completely dead by 2020. If it keeps it up, maybe. Did CNN write this? You know what? Maybe. It looks like a Wikipedia article with all the links. Yeah, I know, right? This is ridiculous. Okay.
Period. I have experienced an increase in direct threats on my life, many directly referencing or replying to the president's video, Omar. Link. Tweeted. In a statement, I thank the Capitol Police, the FBI, the House Sergeant at Arms, and the Speaker of the House for their attention to these threats. In her statement, Omar continued, violent crimes and other acts of hate by right-wing extremists and white nationalists are on the rise in this country and around the world. We can no longer ignore that they are being encouraged by the occupant of the highest office in the land.
Okay, no, they're not. And second of all, I think you mean on the rise, not on the ride. Since I've started watching You and Blind Girl, I've started realizing how much of an asshole the world is to the not-sighted. It's not really that they're an asshole to us. It's just that people don't really think about it when they're coding for websites, and there's a huge fear of blindness, a big stigma behind blindness. It's probably one of the most feared disabilities. There's a lot of stigma around it, and it's not that people are assholes. It's that people are scared and uneducated. And just they just don't think. Which is why it's really important for blind people to advocate for themselves in a way that makes them approachable to developers and stuff, because the minute you start being one of those bitchy blind people who is always angry and always like the blind people who, if somebody says, oh, excuse me, do you need help, just like that, and they go, why? Because I'm blind, you think I need help? Those people, yes, they exist, are very damaging. Or people who, if you're and it sucks, like, to people who are just newly blind or whatever, it learning the etiquette, because there is etiquette to being a blind person, and you gotta learn that shit, because otherwise it's going to alienate you with other blind people, and it's going to alienate you with the sighted people, and then you're just going to be alone and pissed off. It takes, and that's why the CNIB is there to help with people who have just lost their vision. They're there to help with counseling. They're there to help with O&M. They're there to help with ILS. But they're also there to you have to honestly almost re-socialize yourself. And because if you lose your sight after you can see for a long time, you're going to be sad. You're going to be angry. And that's understandable. But you can't just sit around and be angry and carry that chip on your shoulder, or you're not going to get anywhere. You're just not. You're going to be stuck. You're going to be alone. You're going to be miserable. When people disagree with you, it's not a threat. It's called free speech. Blind press, says Ghost Dog. Yeah. And anyone who has actually threatened Omar's life, don't do that. She's dumb and dangerous enough as it is. Don't prove her right by uttering threats at her. Yeah, she said a very stupid, very wrong thing. Let's let that expose herself. The minute people start threatening people's lives when those people are already retarded and are doing a really good job of showing just how retarded they are. Don't make them right by threatening them. Just don't. Don't give them ammunition. Like, seriously, just don't do that. Because then you make them a martyr for their cause. And that's not what you want. So what else is Omar bitching about here?
Link. Pelosi moves to ensure the president. Link. Pelosi moves to ensure Ilhan Omar's safety. Calls for Trump to take down video.
Are you seriously? There's a news article that says that. I almost want to read that article. Wow. Okay, that's an article I'm going to read after.
The president. Link. Tweeted. The video out last Friday. It included a snippet from a recent speech Omar gave to the Council on American Islamic Relations, CARE. She had said, in her defense of the organization, that CARE was founded after September 11, 2001 because they recognized that some people did something and that all of us were starting to lose access to our civil liberties. CARE had been formed in 1994. You are currently...
Yeah, she didn't even know when CARE was formed. People are boycotting the New York Times also. I didn't know that. Yeah, CARE was founded in 1994, and the fact that you said, "Oh, some people did something," no, some terrorists committed an act of terror to rival Pearl Harbor. That's not some people doing some things. That's, call it what it is.
The video also included news footage of the hijacked planes hitting the Twin Towers in Lower Manhattan. The video concluded with, September 11th, 2001, we remember.
Yes, because she said, oh, some people did something. That is very dismissive. Not a way of remembering what happened. I bet you Ilhan Omar has Russian bots or the AKA the DNC troll farm sending her threats. Sending her fake threats in order to make her look like a victim. Faithless, that's actually probably not far off from what's going on.
Link image. Rep Max heading level 4. Link. Rep Max Rose calls counties that hosted a 2016 link research. Omar said this is research. Omar said this is particularly concerning because Trump is scheduled to visit Minnesota on Monday. The White House said the president will take part in a roundtable discussion on tax reform and the economy. Violent rhetoric and all forms of hate speech have no place in our society, much less from our country's commander-in-chief, the freshman congresswoman also said. We are all Americans. This is endangering lives. It has to stop.
No, what you're doing is endangering lives. You are an anti-Semitic, freaking crazy person who tried to gloss over some really horrible things by some absolutely abhorrent people. How is this a threat, says Ghost Dog. It's not. She's a hateful, incestuous... What? Rathead. She's a hateful, incestuous rathead. Oh my.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi condemned the video, and on Sunday, Link announced that to ensure Omar's safety, she had spoken with congressional authorities after Trump's tweet to ensure that Capitol Police are conducting a security assessment to safeguard Congresswoman Omar, her family, and her staff.
Are you serious? You're gonna waste money, taxpayer money, to get the Capitol Police involved over a video that Trump put out on Twitter showing what she said and showing the actual footage of what happened. This is insane. Absolute insanity. She did marry her brother. Oh my god, really? She actually married her brother?
Link. Crenshaw calls out Omar. They will continue to monitor and address the threats she faces, the speaker said. She called on Trump to take down the video and discourage such behavior. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders vowed that the president would continue to call out Omar, whom Sanders charged unabashedly continues to make anti-Semitic comments over and over again.
She does. She does continue to make anti-Semitic comments over and over again. But that seems to be perfectly okay because, you know, apparently Jews are bad. The Blind Press YouTube channel does not actually think Jews are bad. This is something that I was just saying as a theory. She got married to her brother to get a green card. Ew. Ew, 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 gross. Driving me to drugs, goddammit. Alright.
Link. Click here to get the Fox.
No, I don't want the Fox News app, thank you. Sorry. LOL disavow, yeah. Exactly. Next story. Okay. White supremacists are trying to recruit American teens through video games. This is from Vox. Vox, of course. You can have as much anti-Semitism as you like. When you are on the left. No, it just happens to be the same a guy with the same name, same address, same picture as her brother, and no one has ever seen the two men in the same place. Let's see. Let's find this ridiculous story. A scholar of gaming culture on what went wrong with gaming culture and why white nationalists see gamers as potential allies, by Zach Beecham of Vox. This is a picture of DreamHack Atlanta, which would have been really fucking awesome to go to. Like, I've been watching the Soul Calibur tournaments at DreamHack Atlanta. I've been watching the MK10, like the MKXL tournaments at DreamHack. I would, I will never be a good enough gamer to go to those, but still. That would be really cool to be a blind gamer at DreamHack or at Evo or something. But that would never happen for me. Hi, Fury Kitten. Let's see. Here we go.
A rot has quietly spread among video gamers, a reactionary political culture from which outright white supremacist groups have begun recruiting America's men and boys.
Oh, yeah, because girls don't play video games at all. You wow. Wow. Right off the hop, this article is sexist as fuck. Now the censorship in tech is being aimed at gamers. Yep. Get all the others to don blindfolds. Let's see how well they do. No, it's not because they wouldn't allow blind people at Evo or DreamHack. It's just that I'm not a good enough gamer and don't have the time to get good enough to do that. Because I have a family. Let's see. I saw the MK11 commercial with Ice Cube's Check Yourself as the background music. It was awesome. See, the shitty part about MK11 is, though, that they've, like, taken all of the definition out of the women. They don't look like women. They've covered them all up in cloaks and stuff, so you can't see their boobies, you can't see their asses. It's completely stupid. Candy Crush is a white supremacy dog whistle and recruitment program. Yep. So is Farmville. Farmville is actually a slavery simulator. Did you guys know that? It's actually a slavery simulator played by white supremacists who long for the days of slavery, and they all imagine that their Farmville characters are actually black. Did you guys not know this? This is totally a thing. No elephants? You've been lurking as well. I woke up late. No worries, Ryrate. Glad to have you. Tetris is for Russian bots and Harvest Moon is an incel recruitment program. Ah, yes.
In 2014, a group of self-described gamers viciously harassed feminist game developers and cultural critics. You are current.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you seriously going back to Gamergate? Wow. Gamergate was a vicious attack on Anita Sarkeesian and Brianna Wu, was it? Yes, they were so viciously attacked that they managed to go speak in front of the fucking UN and not get laughed out of there. That's how viciously attacked they were, guys. They went and spoke to the UN about bullying in video games because that's something that the United Nations should care about, and they didn't get laughed out of the fucking building. Gamergate is the left's 9/11. Ugh. So viciously attacked that they now have millions of dollars between them, says Pincalo. I know. You know what? I wish I could be as viciously attacked as Anita Sarkeesian and Brianna Wu, because goddamn, we would have no financial troubles anymore. Fuck. And every FPS is a mass shooter training too. Yep. Most of them were probably dumbfounded by what they were hearing, says Chadwick. You know what? That's probably true. They were, especially the really tiny third world nations, they were getting translated. It was getting translated into their language, and they were sitting there going, are we really listening to this right now when we have fucking dirty water in our country? And like, holy fuck. Is it good or bad that I don't know what Gamergate is? It's good. Keep it that way, Green Thunder. So, yes, Pincalo's training to be a mass shooter whenever he gets on Call of Duty. He's also training, while he's training to be a mass shooter, he's training to hate them whites. And when I go play Soul Calibur and Mortal Kombat, I am training to be a racist blind swordsman with some martial arts abilities. That's what I'm doing. Totally. This makes total sense now. That is totally a thing that's going on.
Link, regularly regularly threatening. One of these women's public appearances, this so-called Gamergate movement caught the attention of Megan Candice, a professor of communication at Texas Tech. Candice is both an avid gamer and a professional student of gaming culture, and wanted to understand the attitudes fueling Gamergate itself.
Okay, there is no such thing as a student of gamer culture. If I'm telling you right now, if there ever becomes a fucking class called Gamer Culture Studies, I'm gonna lose my ever-loving mind. You're gonna have to lock me up in a padded room. That's what's gonna have to happen.
In her research since then, she's found that the misogyny of gamergaters is part of a much bigger reactionary tendency among a certain subset of men and boys who play video games, an ideologically charged gamer identity that centers a stereotyped white male nerd as the authentic gamer. This kind of gamer reacts angrily to individuals who they think threaten their safe space, as Candice cheekily termed it, a kind of attitude that has white supremacists see as signaling openness to their even darker worldview.
Wow, because there's no stereotypical Asian gamer anywhere ever. Listen to the misandry of this article. It's only men and boys that play video games. It's only white men and boys. This is so fucking racist and misandrist. It's brutal. This is brutally misandrist and racist. What? White men and boys. There are no Asians that play video games, and nobody ever thinks that Asians play video games. There are no black gamers, and nobody thinks that black people play games. Nobody ever thinks of girls when they play games, even though there's a huge girl gamer culture that everyone knows about. I love when they make up shit that they have a degree in. I know. Pumpkin Trucker says, blind press. How dare you be out of the kitchen? How am I doing? Women need to know their place. Wait. How am I doing? Women need to know their place. Doing my best here. Women need to get back in the bedroom. I want my cut. Wow. That's funny. And why is my mom calling? I'm going to have to call her back.
Recruiters go to where targets are, staging seemingly casual conversations about issues of race and identity in spaces where lots of disaffected, vulnerable adolescent white males tend to hang out, Candice writes in a march. You are. Link. New York Times opposite the editorial page.
What are you talking about? Who's doing that? Where is this going on? What fucking Discord servers have you infiltrated? Or what Team Talk servers are you on? Oh, Mom just wanted to see how Alex was. But seriously, wow. So where is she running into these things? Oh my god, Mom. Hold on, guys. Hey, can I give you a call back in a little bit? Oh, okay. Because I'm actually busy, so I was. But yeah, he was doing really well for the rest of the weekend. So okay. No, he did not. Oh, all right then. Yeah. I'll text you later, and yeah, we'll talk in a little bit. All right. Bye. Mom, if I were to call you like that, you would be screaming at me. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I texted her, said he did great. I'm a little busy. And she just keeps calling me back. I know more female gamers and programmers than I do male. And chemical tech, chemical tech, been that way since the 80s, been going downhill since the mid 90s. Yeah, Mom, I am streaming, yeah. She knows I stream. She knows that I stream at this point. I don't know why she was doing that. I know why. Because I guarantee you, she's listened to me, just lurked, and she doesn't like what I have to say. That's what it is.
Those who exhibit curiosity about white nationalist talking points or express frustration with the alt-right's ideological opponents such as feminists, anti-racism activists, and social justice warriors are then escorted through a funnel of increasingly racist rhetoric designed to normalize the presence of white supremacist ideology and paraphernalia through the use of edgy humor and memes.
Okay, well, that sentence without any punctuation was a big one. So, Mom, you can't pause a game. I mean, stream. Yeah. So did she just sit down one day in front of her computer and go, you know, I'm not getting enough attention with my degree in bullshit. So I'm going to make up some things and I'm going to publish them in the New York Times. Let's see how that works.
It's not clear how many white supremacists are recruiting in gaming spaces, but the overall spread of reactionary attitudes in the gamer community is an undoubtedly big deal, given the cultural clout of the video game industry. Last year, the video game link, Fortnite, brought in $400 million more in revenue than the world's highest grossing movie.
Okay, do you want to know why it's not clear how many white supremacists are in the gaming space? Because there are very small numbers. That's why. Because there are more. Yeah, that sounds about right. Giving even the voice sounded like it was struggling for breath after reading that. Wow, the first thing I come back and the first thing I see is a crap article. Yep. 78 on? What does that mean, honey? Ooh, that ASMR tickles my ears. Yes, this is angry ASMR. That's the closest Blind Press is going to get to ASMR is angry ASMR.
Link. Avengers. Link. Avengers. Infinity War. Comma. And nearly doubled that of the second most popular movie, comma. And nearly doubled that of the second most popular movie, Black Panther.
So it beat out Black Panther and Infinity War for sales. Ooh. We can't say for certain how many Zoroastrian monks are in the gaming space. However, yeah, I know, right? I like angry ASMR. This is alarm clock ASMR. Get the fuck out of bed. Oh god, okay.
Despite its significant role in our economy and society, the culture of gaming receives considerably less mainstream media and intellectual scrutiny than film, television, and other more traditional cultural products. That seems like a serious oversight, and I reached out to Candice to provide a little bit more perspective. We delve deeper into what's wrong with parts. What follows is a trend. Despite its significant role in our economy and society, the culture of gaming receives considerably less mainstream media and intellectual scrutiny than film, television, and other more traditional cultural products. That seems like a serious oversight, and I reached out to Candice to provide a little bit more perspective. We delve deeper into what's wrong with parts of gamer culture, how white supremacists recruit there, and what, if anything, can be done to fix it.
Oh god. Oh god. Someone clip that, says Zombie Teddy. I want that for a ringtone. Y'all ought to try my streams. Mostly ASMR of reasons to vote Democrat. Your streams fuck with me, trucker, because it's just your dash cam and you don't have your sound on. So I'm just like, I always go, okay, it's live, right? Right? Oh yeah, no sound.
What follows is a transcript of our conversation, edited for length and clarity. You are currently
Edited for length and clarity, huh? Oh boy.
heading level 4, Zach Beecham. It seems like there's a particular kind of man who is disproportionately likely to embrace the gamer label, someone who is uncomfortable about broader social trends, what I would call social progress. You are current.
Are you saying, okay, so you're a man-hating man, apparently. Exactly, says Pumpkin Trucker. So this guy is saying that male gamers don't care about social progress? Okay, dude, look between your legs. You see that thing there? That's called a penis. That means you're a man. That means you are incredibly self-loathing.
What is it about video games, the overall culture of gaming, that makes people like that gravitate toward those spaces? Or is it that the culture of gaming is one that encourages people to think like that?
Okay, how I don't think I can go through this whole thing because he is so unspecific in that question. Edited for brevity. And to remove any possibly conflicting facts. Yes, exactly.
Heading level 4. Megan Candice. One of the things that is wild about video games is that if you actually look at the demographics, it's not the case that video games are overwhelmingly white or overwhelmingly male in terms of people who are buying and playing games.
It's almost as if she just shot her own theory completely into pieces.
The Entertainment Software Association always publishes their stats, and it's pretty much 50-50 between what percentage of the population of men and women play games, the percentage of the population of whites, and the percentage of the populations of blacks and Hispanics who report themselves as playing games are about the same. So it's not really a fact that all gamers are straight, adolescent, white men with neckbeards who live in their mother's basements. The stereotype is not accurate.
But that's not the stereotype anymore. The stereotype has fucking changed. You're operating on a fucking 15-year-old stereotype there, lady. This is a dude author. Yes, his name is Zach Beecham. And he is interviewing this video game scholar from Texas Tech named Megan Candice. Yeah, what the fuck, indeed, Chadwick.
But the stereotype is powerful because it's the image that the cultural imagination kicks out when we say gamer.
No, it's not. You know what I think of when I think of gamer? I think of a little Asian kid at the arcade. That's what I think of. I think of... There are several things that I think. I think of the Asian kid in the arcade. I think of, you know, the... Wow. Oh.
If you look at what a gamer is, if they're a character in a movie or on a television show like The Big Bang Theory, it's the stereotypical image of the straight white male. A lot of people who do resemble that stereotype and who do feel as though they aren't accepted in other areas of culture, maybe they aren't particularly popular at school, or maybe they don't feel like they kind of resonate with other things that are considered popular in culture. I think a lot of them have grabbed onto that stereotype.
Okay. Are you really using a show in which half of the male characters aren't even fucking white? Howard's a Jew and Raj is fucking Indian. What the fuck is wrong with you? What? Yes, they totally embody the straight white male stereotype when only 50% of that show and its main characters are straight white men. That's totally the stereotype. I'm getting the feeling that this guy is a neckbeard who lives in his mother's basement, says Seamus. I know. You want to talk, and you want to... Wait, what does Pinkalo say? And you want to talk hatred and violence. The motherfuckers are crazy. They go after the guys that do the... Sorry, I think your dictation fucked up. But it's the esport guys that are the most fucked up? Yeah. Also, why are the straight white men played by a gay guy? That's a very good point. Jim, one of the straight white men is played by a gay man. That is a very good point, Green Thunder. Let's see. The Big Bang Theory was a mistake. It ruined nerd culture. If that piece of shit didn't exist, we wouldn't be in this predicament. It did ruin nerd people's lives. A gamer is someone who loves and is good at playing video games. There is no typical image of a gamer. Being a gamer is a mind thing, not an image thing. Exactly. Exactly, Zombie Teddy.
Well, this is the one space that is reserved for people like me, for people who aren't the jocks and who aren't the prom kings and who maybe feel a little bit left behind by the rest of the popular culture. They think it's ironic because comic book movies and science fiction and Star Wars are the popular culture now. We geeks won. We should be celebrating. You are
we geeks. You are not a geek. I bet you the games you play are fucking Candy Crush and fucking Farmville and Bubble Blaster or whatever the fuck it's called. And Star Wars was popular when it came out, or otherwise there wouldn't be a fucking giant franchise. Star Trek was popular when it came. Ugh. I don't know if I can do this whole thing.
But instead, it becomes, well, we're so used to geekiness and fandom and being a gamer as being this niche position that we kind of keep redefining who really counts as a gamer and what really counts as a game. We keep redefining it to make it stay niche. You are currently complimentary. In white supremacist groups, there are people WHO have noticed that this discontent that exists among a certain sector of gamers. End of compliment. It's not everyone who plays video games who feels this way, but there are definitely a subset of people for whom video games are a tool that they use to define their identity. And then when you have that space kind of being pried open and people saying, let's get more different kinds of people in these games, let's get more different kinds of voices contributing to the culture, then that starts to become scary.
Wow. That's where you're going with this? Wait, did it just say that the jocks are jealous and the prom kings are jealous? The fuck is this? I'm not a gamer. I love playing video games, but suck at video games.
I filled my whole identity around the idea that this is the only place that can accept me. So if this place isn't going to accept me, then where am I going to go? I think that's where white supremacists or alt-right folks come in and they say, well, you have to go deeper. You have to go further into being insular and like this space. We definitely won't be letting in anyone different.
Wow. Okay. I don't think I can read this article anymore, or I'm going to give myself an aneurysm. And I still have to read the Measles Parties article. So, keep going. I need the content. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Okay. It's Clown World. Yes, it's Clown. If I'm going to keep reading this piece of shit article, if I'm going to keep reading this, I require more drugs. All right. Let's soldier forward.
Heading level 4. Zach Beecham. It's as if there's this divergence between gamer culture and mainstream culture during a certain period of time, at least openly. You are currently on a tech stack. In the past 20 years, in the West broadly construed, it became less and less acceptable to use ethnic slurs openly, to use derogatory terms for LGBT people, to casually insult someone by calling them retarded. But at the same time that stuff was becoming more taboo publicly, in politics or in office or other social settings, it was normalized in some gaming settings. You log on to World Heading Level 4. In the past
Oh my god.
20 years, in the West broadly construed, it became less and less acceptable to use ethnic slurs openly, to use derogatory terms for LGBT people, to casually insult someone by calling them retarded. But at the same time that stuff was becoming more taboo publicly, in politics or in office or other social settings, it was normalized in some gaming settings. You log on to World of Warcraft and people would be throwing insults like that everywhere, including really charged ones like the N-word. How did gaming become, in a twisted sense, countercultural?
Wow. Okay, so you're saying that trash talk, which has always existed in any competitive anything, is I need to drink after that. A nice glass of Perry to start, I think. Soccer moms need to get off the internet. Yeah. This is the first time I get internet today, and one of the first things is an article that's so retarded it hurts. Oh, just wait till I show you the last article of today. That's gonna hurt even more. I plan on cutting this out, shortening and adding clown music because this is all I see. Oh, okay.
Heading level 4. Megan Candice. So there's this idea that the internet is a place where because it's not a physical environment, then it is a consequence-free environment, and it isn't. Ironically, I'm going to use the term safe space, where you can be a heightened version of yourself. Because it's not a real-world space where people conduct real-world business, then it is somehow consequence-free. It's only words or it's only images on the screen.
Okay. If anything has taught us anything over the past year in watching Baked Alaska or Tonka Saw or Andy in his fucking retarded anything that he's done in the last year, it's that the internet is not consequence free. It's not. Let's see. In WoW, give me a break. You're gonna call out WoW? You really don't know the gamer demographic, do you? Yeah, I know, right? Is that a helicopter I hear in the background coming to take this commie away? I hope so. I hope so.
When it comes to things like social media or like those types of communication where the personas that we're presenting more or less resemble our real world persona, it doesn't really make sense to make a distinction between real and virtual anymore. Of course, the person you are on Facebook or the person you are on Instagram isn't exactly the same as the person you are in real life, but there's some resemblance.
Do you know what? The person I am on Facebook is a fake piece of shit because my friends and family are so left that I will get dogpiled if I say what I'm actually thinking. Do you know who I am more of? You know who I'm more like me when I'm more like me? Do you want to know what I'm the most like me right now as Blind Press on Twitter as Blind Press, because when I go on Facebook as me and I have to deal with my lefty family and friends, I can't fucking talk to anybody about anything that I care about, because then I'm just a right-wing piece of shit to people who have known me since I was a baby and who taught me to think for myself. I'm just a right-wing piece of shit now. But we all go and hide behind our persona. You know what? Projection's a bitch, Zach Beecham and Megan Candice. I don't post things on Facebook anymore for that reason, says Scotsman. Yep. That will go well with this nice glass of Javex I have handy. Whoa! There's a cathedral in flames? I've always tried to be myself online, says Green Thunder. Notre Dame Cathedral in flames. Holy fuck. Did the yellow vests do that? What happened, Irate? Do you know? Wow. I don't get a chance to post things on Facebook. They ban me all the time, says Richo. Wow, Notre Dame is burning? Holy fuck. That's wow. I'm I'm wow. I'm kind of speechless. I'm on it, says Irate. You try and get banned on purpose, though. Ah, oh, damn it. The link's not working. Oh, it's just a still shot. Okay. Wow. Not much news in, but nothing suspicious. Seemingly linked to renovations. Wow. That's that's sad. Pink Olive says, remember when your mother on the phone because I used to post stuff on Twitter and it would go to my Facebook? Yes, I do. Yeah, getting back to this article, I am more myself as Blind Press on YouTube and Twitter than I am as myself on Facebook. Because, as I said, my family and friends have gone so batshit crazy that if I post at all, which I rarely do, it's like, here's a updated picture of the kids for my family 6 hours away to see, or to post a happy birthday to a family member or something. I just don't say much on Facebook because it's just a cesspool and I don't feel like getting dogpiled by people who should know that all I'm doing is thinking critically. But they're so far gone that nope, I'm just a right wing. I'm just a right wing extremist. It's fucking disturbing.
But videos, games, and virtual world.
Videos, games?
But videos, games, and virtual worlds are spaces that.
Oh, videos, games, and virtual worlds.
Always been.
Okay.
But videos, games, and virtual worlds are spaces that have always been marketed to us as the place where you could have an adventure, a place where you could act out some of your more taboo fantasies, whether it may be violent fantasies or sexualized fantasies or even just, like, impossible fantasies, like, I want to be an astronaut or I want to be a dragon slayer. You are. So coming into those spaces and saying, the way that you behave in these fantasy worlds has to be considerate, you have to be aware of racial politics and gender politics in those spaces. There's a lot of pushback against that. I think that's where a lot of the resistance to PC culture or the belief that feminist criticism is going to ruin video games comes from. It's this idea that they will no longer be spaces where you can enact these off-the-wall fantasies if they become spaces where we have to think of them as just as real as the real world or as Instagram or Facebook or what have you.
Exactly! You just answered your own question. It has nothing to do with racism. Those people need to be slapped upside the head, yeah. She just answered her own fucking theory. It has nothing to do with racism or anti-feminist culture. It's This is where we go to escape. Why are you trying to make it like the real world? Games are not the real world. Oh, war was good for that too. Yeah. Yeah, it's called escapism. Prior to that, we had literature, theater, and brothels. Exactly. Exactly.
Heading level 4, Zach Beecham. Your work takes this a step further. You've noted that far-right political factions and outright white nationalists are actively taking advantage of these dynamics to radicalize young men and recruit them to their cause. Heading level 4, Megan Candice. People went through and looked at some of this. Researchers who have gone in and looked at the IRC chats of people who are planning harassment campaigns and stuff like that. There's a book about Steve Bannon that discusses him realizing that gamers could be so dogged and persistent in pursuit of their kind of demands as consumers. There was a quote of him remarking, "You can activate that army. They come in through Gamergate or whatever and then get turned on to politics and Trump."
Oh my god. That must mean that all gamers are like that, right? Because Steve Bannon said so.
And then, lo and behold, Gamergate happens. You start to see coverage on Breitbart Media of Gamergate, and I started to see mentions of Gamergate in explicitly white supremacist spaces. The white supremacist online journal Radix published an article about how Gamergate should be this moment where young men, millennial men, realize that feminism has this great power of this broader culture and that this is their opportunity to kind of rise up and push back against that. Not just in their own space, the video games, but in the broader space.
Question. Why were you hanging out in primarily white supremacist spaces in the first place? And there it is, Orange Man bad. Yep. Oh, Andy Worski's been in the news before about right-wing stuff, Turk. What Andy Worski did was fucking like he's gonna cause another thing on YouTube because of this whole thing. This is yeah. It's yeah.
Complimentary. What's really important about having this discussion is IT creates a public awareness that puts pressure on companies. End of complimentary.
Okay, you know what, guys? I can't do this anymore. We're going to read about measles parties now. Because we weren't angry enough. So we're going to go read about measles parties. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do now. We're going to move from absolute retardation about white supremacists and video games. And now we're going to read about measles parties. Because I'm just not angry enough today. So this is from a CTV news story from yesterday. All right, here we go. Let's just quickly see what chat's up to. People don't use their mic much anymore, but racists, so how would racists even convert people? There are some games where, like MKXL, for example, if you go on Mortal Kombat and you've got a headset with a mic and you go online, you can't turn it off. So your mic is always hot if you've got a mic. So that could be one of the things, but I don't. This is stupid. Oh, okay.
Public health officials are warning parents not to be fooled by claims that purposefully exposing their children to the measles virus at so-called measles parties is a safe alternative to the MMR vaccine.
Yeah, because we need to be told this, apparently. We will defend ourselves. Yes, stay the fuck back. Yeah.
New York City Deputy Mayor for Health and Human Services Dr. Herminia Palacio. Link. Made a plea at a press conference last week amid an outbreak of the virus that has prompted mandatory vaccinations. You are
Yeah, mandatory vaccinations. If you don't have a medical reason not to get vaccinated, you have no business not being vaccinated. None. They did this with chickenpox. Yes, and chickenpox is not the measles. Chickenpox is not the measles, and they've also told people to stop doing that with chickenpox because they've discovered the link to shingles. Chickenpox. Giving your children diseases is a rich and storied tradition. Yeah, you want to know? That's how I went blind, Turk. Because some dumbass brought their exposed to measles child around a 6-month-old baby who was too young for the shot. And that's how I went blind. So, fuck these measles parties. Yeah, the Sir Sick video Pincalo's talking about, those doctors, I remember back in 86 when measles was declared eradicated in the UK, now we have thousands of cases a year. Yeah. It's all good, Turk. I have no patience for measles parties and chickenpox. Like I said, they've discovered the link to shingles, and if you get the chickenpox bad enough, you are actually prone to getting shingles as an adult. So they've actually advised against chickenpox parties, and that's why they had developed a chickenpox vaccine as well.
Once eradicated in Canada, measles outbreaks have occurred in many countries this year. Link. Canada has had 33 confirmed cases in 2019.
Yeah. It's April 15th. We've had 33 confirmed cases since January in a country of 37 million people. Hack. Sneeze. You're funny, trucker.
The United States has had, link, 465 confirmed cases so far this year.
465 cases confirmed since January.
It's not clear whether measles parties are actually happening, but anti-vaccination advocates continue to push the idea on social media. Measles was the chickenpox of my parents' generation, one woman wrote on Facebook on Sunday. They would have measles parties so they could catch the measles because measles is safer to have as a child. You are currently on.
Really? Is it? Hi! Here I am. You know what? The infection that made me go blind was actually going blind was the least of the things that could have happened to me. I could have had liver failure. I could have had heart failure. I could have had kidney failure. I could have had severe brain damage, even brain death. I'm lucky. The roof caved. Oh, so this irate's got another thing about the Notre Dame Cathedral. The roof caved in, and it was under massive renovation with scaffolding everywhere. It survived World War II. Was this a Muzzy response to Yellow Vests? Uh, I don't know, honestly. I was starting to go there myself. Either the yellow vests were protesting and got out of hand, or there was a clash. Um, but yeah, sorry, this is real time. Really? You're clipping me reading chat, Turk? Seriously? Okay, you have fun with that.
0 deaths, people. 0. Measles was the chicken pox of 0 deaths, people. 0. State of emergency. Forced vaccinations. Bullying. Mandates all for 0 deaths and an infection they admitted we used to have normal measles parties for, wrote another on Saturday.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck you. I hope they hold you down and give you 5 measles vaccines.
Rachel Alter, a public health educator with March for Science, told CTV News Channel that the idea may have come from the chickenpox parties that happened before there was an effective vaccine against the virus varicella. Some people believe that it was better to expose children to varicella because the complications can be worse if contracted as an adult. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control link strongly recommends against the practice. Alter says vaccines have made the idea moot. The vaccines are so effective that we really look down upon the parties, she said. In some jurisdictions, they may be considered child abuse. You are currently up for measles, which is an extremely contagious disease with a very very effective vaccine. There is no reason to be going to these parties, she added.
Absolutely right. Let's see. It's my turn in the barrel. Well, you know what? I'll survive. It survived World War II because the Allies purposely avoided firing on it. Well, what about the Germans? Does measles work like herpes? It's a rhinovirus, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's a rhinovirus. I know that once you have measles, you're not supposed to get it again. But I always got my boosters anyway. My mom always made sure I had my MMR boosters. I don't think it's a herpes kind of virus. No, I think it's a rhinovirus that has. I'm not sure the type of virus it is.
Having measles as a child gives you a much more significant chance of disability later in life, Alter explained. The most dangerous part is called SSPE, which is short for subacute sclerosing panencephalitis, she said. SSPE is neurodegenerative progressing disease that manifests after measles, about 10 years later. It is fatal, it is painful, it is completely avoided if you get the vaccine, Alter said. You are currently Stephen Hoffman, a York University professor and director of the Canadian Institutes for Health Research's Institute of Population and Public Health, said measles parties are a terrible idea. Measles is a very serious virus. In Madagascar, 120,000 people have gotten measles over the past few months and 1,200 have died, he told CTV News Channel.
Wow. Yeah, there's your 0 deaths there, people. They're trying to prevent deaths. I skipped the vaccine to smoke weed in high school. And I forget which one it was, so I'm worried if it was I'll catch something. The one in high school, we never got vaccines in high school. Because I was in high school with you, dude. We didn't get vaccines in high school. Unless you're talking about the Hep B booster, which you can still get. Rubella is the German measles. That's covered in the MMR, measles, mumps, rubella vaccine. And it could be because you do need the booster at 15. No, we don't get a TB shot up here. I remember getting a booster at the doctor's office. I never got one at school, though. Maybe I was sick. Anyway, it was probably the MMR booster, or it might have been it. There are three things it could have been. It could have been the MMR booster, it could have been the hepatitis B booster, or it could have been the meningitis booster. So let's see what this.
It's not something we should be taking lightly, Hoffman added. How fortunate we are today to live at a time when you can get vaccinated for it.
Yes! Why do people not take advantage of these things? We live in a time where you can avoid these things with a fucking 30 seconds or less of discomfort. Just simple.
Related images. /1_ file save frame.
So that's that article. That's the article of the day. Let's head back to the broadcast page and stop the presentation. And let's see what chat's got to say here. Stop presenting and screen sharing. All right, guys. So those were my news stories for today. I didn't cover them all. I had two more, but they'll keep. They'll keep. Well, they'll keep till tomorrow. They're two short ones about blind people. And they'll keep till tomorrow. So, but what do you guys think of? Too bad there isn't a vaccine for dumb. I agree. Let's see here. Too bad there isn't a vaccine. Like some kind of record or history of your vaccines. Oh god. So guys, this was a real I really had a lot of fun today, actually. I hope you guys did too. I really, really, really appreciate everyone coming out and watching. Like and share the stream with your friends and your enemies. Share the rage far and wide. I really do hope to see everyone back here tomorrow at noon for another coffee stream. And remember that on Saturday, the Star Trek stream is moving to the afternoon now, so that more people will be able to come and enjoy, and we won't be running alongside Lords of the Night. So that should be fun. I love you too, all you need. I love all of you. You guys are amazing. Fury Kitten says, I hear the anti-vaxxers are just making a measles app instead. There is a vaccine for dumb. It's called Remove the Warning Labels. Oh. See you later, Scotsman. I hope everyone has a great day. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the warming weather. And we will see everyone later on. Chadwick, try not to kill your kids. We'll see everyone tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.